how to know that you are not aligned with spiritual truth. If you are the person that does not like someone because they are who they are, and they are being themselves, trying to secure their own personal happiness as they see fit in this world, just like everybody else. If you are that person that does not like somebody because they are who they are, you are the people that I'm speaking to specifically. To be a bully, to take out your issues onto another person, to place undue stress and negativity, negative energy onto another person because of your issues. You should face your issues instead of projecting that onto another person. If you are a politician and you are a corrupt politician and you do things for your own best interest instead of the interest of the people you are meant to serve, you are not in alignment with spiritual truth. You're abusing your post. If you are a member of a secret society, old societies, 1% societies that feels that it's okay to hoard away information when it's supposed to be given to everyone. Nobody is better than anybody on this planet, no matter how much physical world false power you have. Secret societies are not in alignment with spiritual truth. Anybody in a secret society is not in alignment with spiritual truth in the worst of ways. Very dark-sided, literally. To be in alignment with spiritual truth, one has to understand, spiritually speaking, that they are one, that they are one with themselves, the species, the planet, the universe, and the infinite source creator that has birthed all. Understanding this leads to the ability to see that we are infinitely connected into one, and therefore harming another is harming ourselves. Harming another is literally harming ourselves. To harm another for no reason is a complete mirror reflection of you yourself, inflicting undue negativity onto another. That is yourself. This is why disliking one another for all of the things that the world makes us is wrong, because we are greater than this world. And if we are greater than this world, we are greater than the so-called societal social rules of this world. They do not exist. Mankind needs to stop thinking of itself as humankind, because we are greater than the body. We need to start thinking of ourselves as we are higher beings of intelligence, and we should align ourselves to universal law and universal consciousness, which is of a higher spiritual perspective of unity, unification into one, which is what we are. It's connecting the mind, body, and spirit to where they are in alignment. And the spirit is more in control in this physical reality than the mind. The mind is, or should be, the slave to the master, which is the soul. To let the mind control and lock down the voice and strength of being of the soul is to live a life in chaos and non-understanding of the world around you, the real world around you, because this isn't the real world. This is a holographic live world simulation that can never be anything more than what we create it to be. So if it is this, and we are greater than this world, then why not create it to be what it is supposed to be, with every single person on the planet understanding that the law of beings of higher intelligence states that every person, every being of higher intelligence born into the physical reality has a God-given right of birth to live and secure their own personal happiness however they see fit in this reality, so long as with whomever they choose to secure their happy experiences with has this right. Everybody has this right, so long as they are not bringing harm upon themselves or bringing harm upon another. And again, harming another can be mental, spiritual, physical, emotional. There are many ways to hurt another, and there's many ways to hurt yourself. In all ways. We must unify in spiritual truth and in universal law and universal consciousness to raise our vibrational level to a point where we can begin to evolve into the next phase of being as a species. Sooner or later, we must all come to grips with the truth. When we die, we don't really die. It's just a transformation into your true self, because you've had many lives and you've had many bodies and you've been different sexes and you've died many ways. This world is not real. This world is a dream that is being manipulated to be something other than what it is supposed to be. However, in spiritual truth and universal consciousness, we can change that. Together, we can change that in understanding the reality, that is the truth. We are one species, we are one planet, we are one consciousness, because the source touches all. From the beginning of the Big Bang in 14 billion years ago, the source touches all. We are God. God is us. God is everything that has come out of the Big Bang in this universal physical reality.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. I am not asking your newspapers to support an administration, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For I have complete confidence
Years ago today, about 250,000 people marched on the National Mall on Washington to demand change. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. sharing his dream for America from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. His indelible words, a watershed moment in the civil rights movement. Today, thousands will gather once again to commemorate those now famous words that forever changed our country.
50 years ago, there was so much fear.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream today. I have a dream today.